Okay, so AI is literally everywhere, right? But let's be real, most of us are just kind of winging it. What if you could get the ultimate AI knowledge glow up without, actually spending hours and money on some course? Well, you are in luck, because we're about to break down everything one creator learned about AI so you don't have to. Let's get into it. So this whole breakdown comes from the legend YouTuber Jeff Su. He's the one who actually spent 5 hours and 49 bucks on Google's big AI course. And his reason? To fund my addiction to parasocial relationships with AI. I mean, that line right there, it's iconic, and it perfectly sets the vibe for what we're about to dive into. All right, so think of this as your official TLDR. We sifted through the whole thing and pulled out the 5 biggest, most important takeaways from that course. It's basically the ultimate cheat sheet so you can finally feel like you know what's up with AI. First things first, we've got to talk about the different flavors of AI because, it's not just ChatGPT writing funny tweets. There's a whole universe of these tools, and they pretty much break down into 3 main types. So according to the course, you've got standalone tools, integrated features, and custom solutions. Okay, I know that sounds a little corporate, but stick with me. Standalone tools are the apps you open up specifically for an AI thing. Integrated features are the AI helpers that are already baked into the software you use daily. And custom solutions? Those are special AIs built for one specific job. Understanding these 3 is actually the key to getting where this is all going. So what's the actual difference, right? Okay, a standalone tool is an app you go to. Think Midjourney for making wild images or ChatGPT for brainstorming. It's a destination. An integrated feature, on the other hand, is AI that's already there, inside the stuff you use every day, like when Gemini pops up in Google Docs to help you write. One's a place you visit, the other is an assistant that lives in your digital house. And then you have this other beast, the custom AI solution. Now, this sounds super, super techy, but it's actually the opposite. These are AIs that are built to do one very specific, important job. Like there's a system at Johns Hopkins that got way better at spotting a serious medical condition called sepsis. And the cool thing is, they're designed so that anyone can use them. No coding, no complicated stuff. Okay, now for the part you've been waiting for, the good stuff. Let's talk about how to actually use AI and not just play with it. We're diving into the prompt hacks, the cheat codes, really, that will take your results from super basic and boring to actually useful. And really, it all boils down to this one question. Because just typing in a simple sentence, that's not going to cut it anymore if you want something good. You have to learn how to talk its language. All right, secret number 1 is what Jeff calls surfacing implied context. Just think about it. If you're going to ask for a raise, you have all this stuff in your head, right? Like how well you've been doing, your past raises, what other people make. A generic prompt is going to get you a generic, useless answer. But when you give the AI all those juicy details, that's when it spits out negotiation tactics that are actually tailor-made for you. Okay, this next one is a total game changer. It's called zero-shot versus few-shot prompting. And don't worry, shot is just a fancy word for example. So a zero-shot prompt is like asking for a Bumble pickup line with 0 examples to go on. It's probably going to be cringe. A few-shot prompt, though, is giving it like 2 or 3 examples of lines that actually worked for your friend. The more examples you give it, the better the AI gets the vibe. Simple as that. If you know, you know. And this leads to maybe the best hack for anything complicated, chain of thought prompting. So instead of giving it a huge, overwhelming task like write me a cover letter, you break it down into baby steps. First, you ask for a killer opening line. Get that perfect. Then you feed that back to the AI and ask for the next part, the body, then the closing. It's like building something awesome with Legos, piece by piece, instead of trying to carve a masterpiece out of a giant rock. So much easier. All right, quick pause. If these prompt secrets are already blowing your mind a little, do us a huge favor and smash that subscribe button. We drop explainers like this all the time to help you level up your game. You won't regret it. But look, AI is not perfect. It's not all sunshine and amazing cover letters. If you really want to master this stuff, you have to know where it goes wrong. So it's time for a little reality check. Let's get into where AI totally messes up. So here's the deal. AI has 3 major flaws you have to know about. First, it can be super biased. Why? Because it's trained on, well, us. It reads a ton of human-generated stuff from the internet, so it picks up all of our biases too. Second, its information is often outdated. It usually has a knowledge cutoff date, so don't ask it about last night's game. And third, this one's a biggie, it hallucinates. And that's just a fancy tech bro way of saying it literally makes stuff up. And this is so, so important. You have got to double check anything in AI gives you for what we'll call high-stake stuff. We're talking health advice, financial plans, legal info, anything serious. You absolutely have to run it by a real human expert before you trust it. Seriously, no cap. Okay, so all of this brings us back to the big question. Was the $49 and the 5 hours that Jeff Su put into this Google AI course actually worth it? Let's get to the final verdict. All right, here's the breakdown. The course is pretty amazing if you're a beginner or if you're a visual learner. I mean, the instructors are actual Google experts, the visuals are super clean, and the little activities really do help it stick. But, and this is a big but, if you're already deep in the AI game and using it every day, you're probably going to find it a little too basic, maybe even a bit vague. It's an AI 101, not a masterclass. And of course, we have to give a massive shout out to Jeff Su. He's the one who did all the homework, so we didn't have to. If you dug this breakdown, you should for sure go check out his channel on YouTube for more awesome deep dives. We're all about giving credit where it's due. So, we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Think of AI as the new intern on your team. It's super fast, incredibly smart, maybe a little weird, and can do a ton of work, but it needs direction. It needs context. It needs you to manage it. So the real question is, are you ready to be the manager?